Well, just got the new inverter generator. Haven't even done anything other than take the shrink wrap off of it. Figured we could do a little unboxing here. And this thing's a whole lot bigger box than what I was expecting. You see, it takes up, well, it actually takes up a little bit more than the whole pallet. My Leatherman open. Don't use it in the house. Oh. Well, damn it. Alright, well now we got the stupid warning papers out of the way. Got this to use on the service truck because 99 times out of 100 I'm using my big gas-powered welder as just a generator anyway. And quite frankly, I'm getting tired of listening to that thing roaring. Wheels, propane hose. Yeah, there's the sides. I think that's the handle mount. Other goodies. Let's go and get that pulled out of here. God, that thing's awful big. That thing's a whole lot bigger than I thought it would be. All right. Look. Q1 book. Let's throw that down here with the rest of the goodies. But, as I was saying, 99 times out of 10 I'm using my big gasoline-powered welder as just a generator anyway. And this thing is a whole lot more fuel efficient, for one. Plus, being an inverter generator, it should also be a whole lot quieter, which will be really nice, especially when working in close proximity to the truck. I don't have to listen to that big welder roaring for 4 or 5 hours. Let's see. Wheels, center caps, and a cordon. Okay, well, let's get this thing out of the box. Alright, well, got the box cut open. And pretty sure, yeah, that's in a giant bag. So I'm gonna get this thing pulled inside, because doing it out here in the middle of the sun was not exactly the best idea, because it's about 101 or 102 degrees today. So let me get this thing pulled inside in the shade. We'll get her unbagged. Alright, that's much better. Now we're in the shade. Alright, well, as I said, this is the new inverter, 8500 Champion. Got a couple other Champion generators, one standard and a traditional non-inverter generator. It's a backup for my house, and I also have the small 4500 watt inverter that we use for our RV or camper trailer. And very happy with the little inverter, and it's quiet, easy on fuel, which is why I decided to go with another Champion. Seemed to like them. Now, this being on my service truck, I really don't need the dual fuel capability, but you would think the only difference would be the propane setup on the machine versus the straight gasoline, which is not the case. The straight gasoline machine does not come, I don't remember if it, I'm pretty sure it does not come with the 50 amp plug. It only comes with the twist lock. One or the other, I can't remember, but it is not the same control panel. It has less plugs than this does, and I wanted this 50 amp plug. Well, I mean, I know it's still 29 amps is what it's putting out, but it's 50 amp style plug. And I wanted that to be able to run my small portable MIG welder with. And I do have a twist lock adapter that I've used before, but I would still prefer the bigger plug. So that is why I have a dual fuel setup. Surely because, well, had to get dual fuel to get the setup I wanted. Alright, here's the books. We got big operator's manual. If you want a t-shirt. Or warning, junk. Oh, fuck yeah. Yes. All rednecks, we like stickers. So, that's pretty cool. And quick start. Guide. Now, since this machine is going to live on my truck, I am not putting the wheels on, and probably a pretty doggone good case that I'm just going to unbolt the handle, take this off too, because it's going to get mounted to my truck, so don't really need wheels or a handle to pull it around on wheels that don't exist. So that's the first thing we need to do. I do like that these do not have screws, just these nice little twisties, a little place to put your finger, pop it loose. Well, that's actually quite nice. Foam, nice little gasket around it, that's pretty cool. Here's your battery connections. There's what connects it to the generator. Just pop these little covers. Sorry about that. I'm looking at what I'm doing instead of looking at the phone screen here. Now, it's a little hard to do one-handed, but you get the idea. There we go. Now, there's the battery connected. There's your backup pull starter if your battery's dead. And here is your oil fill notice. I'm assuming I'll look at the paper here, but I would say you had the whole quart. I was a betting individual. Yeah, screw it. I'll take it off here in just a second. So move that out the way. And it says, oh yeah, I gotta remember, that's the first thing, there's these shipping bolts, there's orange bolts in the bottom of the generator body. What they do is they keep it, the little rubber isolators locked down so it doesn't bang around, you know, during shipping, but you gotta take these out. These are on the bottom. I remember having to do that with the little 4500 inverter I've got. And it says, yes, the 37.2 fluid ounce, which should be the entire bottle. Let me give you, which is 1.1 liters. 1100 milliliters, yeah, okay. You put the whole quart in. Alright, so funnel. Let's see, it's over here in this box. A nice little funnel. Take your fill plug out. Funnel fits nicely in there. Alright, let's I'm gonna do this not one-handed so I don't slop it, so let me get some oil put in here. Alright, got the oil in. And right to the top. Alright. Put our dipstick back in. Now this generator does have a cool little oil change drain hose, which I really like, and comes with a little port down here to be able to drain it out. That's going to be really handy. It's just a little rubber plug. You reach in here and just kind of pop out. I really like that. That's pretty cool. Be able to drain oil or change oil in it easy. And so let's go ahead and get the side panel put back on here. See if it goes back on as easy as it come off. Yes, it does. Push in, twist. Make sure it's pushed in. Push in and twist. That was quite simple. Alright, now just gotta put some fuel in this little puppy. Take off the danger. Oh yeah, gotta take the bolts out of the bottom. Need to do that first. Okay, didn't show my taking them out. I guess most people know how to use an impact, so didn't really figure that was necessary. But there's the little bolts, little orange-headed bolts that are in here. Like I said, these are for shipping purposes. Take those out, and then you're ready to go. A little oil change port cover actually has a little rubber tether there to keep you from losing it. That's pretty neat there too. Alright, now every one of these Champion generators, the gas tanks on them are all the same design, or at least the fill cap. You got this nice big fill cap. You got this little tiny freaking hole to put it in. Now this, you just kind of jam your finger down in it, you can pull it out, is just a mesh little screen. Now this stupid little red bar, that is not a float. That is actually made into the screen. There's your gas gauge. That is just supposedly so as you're filling it, when gas gets to the top of this, you should stop. Which, you should stop at that point anyway, because it's starting to fill up in here. So, not telling anybody what to do, and I don't advise doing this, but that could easily be removed so you wouldn't splash gasoline everywhere when you're trying to refill. Now I've already poured some gasoline down in this thing, and well, maybe there we go. It does have a little click, just like a modern car gas fill. Now, come over here to your control panel, switch from off, propane, gasoline, choke. Then, just push the button. Let it choke here for a second. Need a little bit more choke till I guess it gets the fuel down in it. Out there a little bit. Usually they don't take anywhere near that long to start. I would say since this is the first time this one's ever been started, it probably does. And turn your eco mode back on. Your low idle. Okay, now the main reason I decided to make this little video was because this being a newer model, I haven't seen much on this generator on YouTube, except a couple of videos, and they really didn't do a whole lot of justice to actually how this thing sounds. This is at low idle, or eco mode on. As you can see, the lower green light there. And it is actually very quiet. I do like how, I guess because it's a bigger unit, requires more cooling air. Actually has a little vent here for your cooling air, exhaust air to come out, and then of course your actual exhaust port. But it is actually very quiet. If anybody is familiar with the smaller 4,500 watt inverters from Champion, this is on par with those, or actually really any, quiet inverter generator. And if you pop it onto high idle, there it is on high idle, and very quiet. Not really sure what kind of decibels we're pulling right now, but it is a very quiet little machine, and I think this is going to serve me and my purpose very well. And after I get it mounted and be able to hook some stuff up to it, try it out, I'll make another video and report back with it.